NEP. So what is the summarized framework of NEP, and how and by when will it be fully implemented in the country? Subsequently, what does it hold for students aspiring to go abroad and study in universities like MIT, Stanford, Harvard, and the Ivy Leagues, etc.?
Less, or not as good as the others, because it's actually a practice. You practice hard for IIT, you get in. You practice hard for IIM because there are papers, there are so many practice questions, there are so many institutes. So you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and then you go and write the test. So there's nothing very great about that. However, the cons to it is, there are a lot of people now take this as one reason, and the children and the parents say, we don't want our children to take so much of pressure. We have the money, we'll send them to an institute abroad, and that's what we're going to do. So I don't think IITs, IIMs have lost their charm. However, the universities outside, because of the money parents have, and because of the persuasive children that we have as of today, I think they like to go abroad. But as far as I'm concerned, as a teacher, as a principal, and as a mother, I would say you write your test, IIT, and see where you stand. Then go abroad. You write your test. I am not saying that because people keep telling me, oh ma'am, I don't want to go to NID, I don't want to go to IIT, the rooms are not very nice, the facility is not very nice. And then you clear the test and then tell me that it's not very nice. Your parents have paid the money for Stanford, so you're happily going there and saying, oh my God, I got to Stanford. Very good. So there are pros and cons to it, not that much competition, but yes, sit for the test and try and test yourself. Where do you stand vis-a-vis children who are from very, very small towns, small villages, who are cracking this examination? What is it in them that they have this resilience to write the examination? And you become so fragile today, one examination you don't crack, and then you say, oh, it's the end of the world. I don't think so. So, this is what I had to say. I'm sure the others will not agree so much with me, but that's it.
It's selected 3.41% approximately. So, ma'am, what do you think sets the candidate apart from the normal bunch? Like, what is it that stands out in an application or the resume that Ivy League specifically would have?
So, now you wanting to join Harvard?
Not Harvard is an example I know, but any Ivy League.
So, you're talking about 21,000 applications there?
61,000 to 20.
Okay. So now you see what is the number in IIT?
IIT that would have a higher number of applicants. And
just higher number? Just higher? Just give me. Take a guess.
3 lakhs?
No, my dear. Mr. Nitul Kumar is here, and I think he'll give you the right number.
Yeah, I'm over here, ma'am. It's 12 lakhs.
So you are?
12 lakhs and 2 lakh in advance. Out of which only 4,500 are selected this year.
So you are, and 4,500 the one. All 4,500 don't get what they want. I'll tell you very well.
No, not at all. To exercise their choice, they need to be in the bracket of 1,000.
Yeah, so you want what happened was, when I appeared for these examinations, I of course wasn't good enough, so I didn't get it. So I did my master's in chemistry and I became a teacher. And so what happens is that in my time, the numbers were fewer. We could only the top 1,000 or 2,000 could get it because there weren't enough IITs at that time. Okay, the number of seats were also very few. So, you see, here, when you write the examination, do you think the one who gets about 4,500 teachers, we want the good of the school, we want the good of the children. But we're not being able to do it if the management doesn't support us. But we're very fortunate to be in schools where We are trained every time there's some training across the world. They send us and they say, go get trained, find out what is to be done in NEP. And with NEP, if things move the way they have been planned, if schools adopt it, well, it will be absolutely fantastic. Talking about Karnataka, I live in Bengal, and I don't think Bengal has made it, they haven't adopted it either. So we are waiting, but since we are, we're not in CBSE school, we're an ICSE school, but the council has, from there they have sent us a note saying that you are to do these certain things which the government has sent them. So they have sent it to us, so we are following what our council ICSE is telling us. So they're doing it exactly what NEP says, and we are following it. Anything that I haven't replied to you and question and I didn't reply to, you have any more questions?
Ma'am, I do have a string of questions, but thank you for the response. The next question I'll be coming up with is the one which I think all the parents over here are awaiting with bated breath. What is the main differentiating factor between the IB, IGCSE? The next question I'll be coming up with is the one which I think all the parents over here are awaiting with bated breath. What is the main differentiating factor between the IB, IGCSE and CIE boards and curricula, and which of them is considered of greater import when it comes to admission into MIT and Ivy League colleges?
See, IB is right now considered to be by far the best education, not because it is the best or not because it is not the best, but because it is very well known across the world. And IB is definitely a brilliant program. So what happens is, in IB when you also are given the flexibility of something, you also when you do more subjects, which is your theory of knowledge, extended essay and your class, which is creativity, activity and service, it becomes such a holistic learning for children. I don't know if when I was a child, I was given, because we were in convent schools and we were in good schools, we were told to write, there was something called academic writing. So that kind of facility is not given to everybody in all schools. But I can assure you, if you do IBDP, you are, the academic writing bit, it comes to you automatically if they make sure that you speak. When you're making a presentation, a video is made and that is sent to either Singapore or Geneva or whichever part of the world that you are in. So, basically, Shaakt, it's a very wonderful program. It just has to be followed in fidelity. That's the one word that I keep saying. What is given in writing and what people are following in the school could be two different things altogether. Now they talk about, various creativity, activity, service and lots of things. I know of schools who don't do anything. They tell the school children, to go and do it from home and the parents are called and the parents are supposed to do everything. That is also a school which is an IB school. There is a school like your school. There is a school like your school, my school, where we do everything in school and we ensure that everybody, all children get that creativity activity service. The certificate that they get is absolutely genuine. It's a certificate where they actually work and the number of hours are mentioned. If it is 240 hours for a certain high level subject, they do